Good morning, everyone. It's Sal Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn. It is March the 10th, the morning after Man United drew 1-1 with Arsenal, of course, in the Premier League, which was refreshingly a decent performance, if we're being honest. We had the best chances. We should have won the game in theory. I mean, I would have liked us to control the game a little bit better, but I feel like in regards to chances, Man United should have won the game. Now, obviously, Arsenal are going to be more prepared. Arsenal are going to have a better control of the game in regards to they've had Arteta in charge for 5 years now, isn't it? 5 years he's been in charge. So he's going to have a little bit of an upper hand in regards to that, isn't he? So we do have to remember that, don't we, guys? At the end of the day, it is 5 years against 5 months almost, isn't it? So we have to bear that in mind. Guys, before I start, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Please don't forget to smash a like on the video. If you guys could do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone. Absolutely. Sayonara. Good night. No. I'm not going anywhere, guys. Thank you. It is Monday. I know some people got the Monday blues. Tell me why I hate Mondays. I love Mondays. Mondays. Absolutely love them. Now, let's get into it. Man United drew 1-1 in the game. I have done a poll on the channel, guys. I want you to choose who your man of the match is. So I've done a poll. So guys, if you could be as kind to choose who you feel should be the man of the match, and we'll disclose that. We'll discover who you chose as the man of the match going forward very, very soon, of course, guys. But firstly, I want to get into some transfer news. Before I start the show, I want to get into some transfer news. And now we know that Manchester United are looking for a goalkeeper, whether that is a first-team goalkeeper or a backup goalkeeper. One of the goalkeepers that has come on the radar, that has appeared miraculously on the radar, is Andrei Lunin. Andrei Lunin is a Ukrainian international. He is 26 years old, currently playing for Real Madrid. He is a backup goalkeeper, of course, for Courtois. He would set Manchester United back around 20 million euros. His contract does expire in 2030. Manchester United do need a replacement goalkeeper. It is said that Bayinde will be leaving the football club in the summer as he searches for first-team football. Also, Tom Heaton will be leaving too. So Man United do need a goalkeeper in the future. So what do you think about Andrei Lunin? Would he be a good cover goalkeeper? Would he want to be a cover goalkeeper for Man United? Who knows? But Man United do need a new goalkeeper. And in my opinion, guys, I don't know about you. I was watching Onana yesterday, and the amount of times he kicked that ball into no man's land, you know what? I'm a little bit concerned by him, if I'm being honest, because we purchased Onana as a ball-playing goalkeeper. I haven't seen no ball-playing, guys. I haven't seen no ball-playing. Sorry to disappoint you, of course. Now, another player Manchester United are in for. And guys, this is an exclusive for you guys. His name is Roger. His name is Roger. Roger, in my language, absolutely. He is a right winger who plays for SC Braga, of course, guys. His citizenship is in Portugal. He plays for Portugal, and he is 19 years old. The great thing about Roger is Roger can play right wing back, left wing back, right back, left back, right wing, left wing. He could do that. He's got it all in his locker. So Roger, SC Braga, of course, Ruben Amorim has a very good relationship with SC Braga, having played there and managed there, of course. Roger would only cost 15 million euros. These are the type of signings that Man United are going for at the moment. The cheaper option, you know what I mean? Cheapest chips as the price. That's what we're going for at the end of the day. But yeah, Manchester United are after Roger of Braga. Exclusive on this channel, of course, guys. Exclusive on this channel. Now, finally, in regards to transfers that Man United are after, Jonathan David. A lot of people have been talking about Jonathan David, of course. Jonathan David has rejected approaches from West Ham and Brighton and Hove Albion for his signature. Of course, Jonathan David's contract runs out in the summer. So Manchester United, I believe it runs out in either the summer or November, around that time. But apparently Manchester United are interested in Jonathan David. Of course, we're interested in Jonathan David. He is a free transfer, of course, guys. He is a free transfer. So, you know what? Jonathan Davies, I mean, the biggest concern I have about Jonathan Davies is he's been around a long time. You know, it seems like forever that teams that we've been talking about Jonathan Davies on this channel, on many other channels have been talking about him as well, of course. But, I want to know why no one else is going in for him. Is there something wrong with this player? Is there something going on with this player? I want to know. Absolutely. And I like the player. He is prolific. He is a goal scorer. And Man United do need a goal scorer. Yesterday, it could be argued if we had a proper goal scorer, Man United would have won that game yesterday against Arsenal. Everyone expected us to lose that yesterday, didn't they? Everyone was telling me how we're going to get cooked. No Mainu, no Ugarte, no Ahmad. Oh, goodness me. Like, you know what I mean? You want to keep going on and on and on. You know what I mean? Look at our injuries. Arsenal fans have been telling me, you know what? We ain't had a striker. We don't have a striker. Mate, do you want me to go through the list of players that Man United are missing at the moment? Ugarte and Mainu, Licha and Ahmad, and Shaw and Mount. We could go on and on and on and Ariston about Manchester United at the moment, can't we? About our injury record. Let's not talk about our injury records here because we know full well about injuries. We had 60-odd last season, didn't we? Now, finally, guys, in regards to transfer news, Manchester United are inquiring about Inquire FC. I know what you're going to say, Inquire FC. The signature of Trincao of Sporting Lisbon. Trincao, Trincao. Of course, A with a Bruno Fernandes is Trincao. It's Trincao. Manchester United are interested in Trincao. Drinking from a cow. Trincao. Sporting Lisbon. He is a 25-year-old right winger with 9 caps for Portugal. Of course, Ruben Amorim would know him very well, having managed in Sporting Lisbon. But Manchester United are interested in this player. He is valued at around 27 million euros. Of course, he is an attacking right winger, but he also could play a left winger, a second striker, a right winger. So he's got a lot in his locker. He's got a lot in his locker, squeezing the locker, absolutely pushing the locker shut. Of course, guys. So Trincao, Mota de Castro Trincao, Manchester United of Sporting Lisbon are interested in this player. Of course, attacking player who plays for Sporting Lisbon. He is a left footer. He's more or less he plays as an inadverted right winger, of course, guys. So that is something to look out for, guys. I know you don't want to hear about transfers. I know. Don't shoot the messenger. At the end of the day, I'm just reporting what I'm reporting. And to be honest with you guys, I know what's the bigger picture. I know the protests. They've done very well yesterday. And I want to congratulate every single one of you guys who participated in the protest yesterday, wherever you were in the world, whether you supported it online or you supported it in person. At the end of the day, I want to congratulate everyone who was involved in that. An absolute inspiration you were. And you know what? We have to do this more regularly. And we have to up the ante. Maybe go to the government, Houses of Parliament, something like that. Maybe make some noises over there, of course. That could happen, of course, guys. Absolutely, that could happen, of course, guys. So that is the transfer news all up and running, guys. Now, let's get to the match reaction for Manchester United against Arsenal, of course, guys. Look, I was kind of impressed. I mean, I felt that we started the game very, very slowly. And I was quite worried. I think many of us were. But I felt we got back into the game really well. And there were a number of players on that pitch who stood out. And it's very difficult to tell who the man of the match was. I've conducted a poll on YouTube. So if you guys could just check the poll out and let me know what you think should be the man of the match, of course, guys. Absolutely. Let's read some of your comments. Good morning, Shabnam. Shabam, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, Bo. Hope you're doing well. Good. I honestly think we dropped 2 points last night. Shabam, it feels that way, doesn't it? At the end of the day, it feels that way that Man United, because we dominated the game, we had such great chances to score goals. And unfortunately, guys, we're not prolific. And again, our old habits ream large, of course, because any other game, any other time Man United team would have won that game comfortably. I mean, I'm talking about all the great Man United teams would have won that game comfortably. Absolutely. 3-4-1, 3-4-2, 3-4-1. And I think Man United dominated the game in regards to chances. I think Arsenal controlled the game in regards to possession. But this is Arsenal-esque, isn't it? This is very Arsenal-esque. Arsenal have always dominated possession. since I've known Arsenal playing, I mean, especially under Arsene Wenger and going forward, they've always kind of dominated possession, but they've never had that killer instinct. There was that famous thing where people would say they would pass around the box, but they wouldn't penetrate in the box, of course, guys. And I felt like Arsenal did very well. I think Man United will improve their possession play. I think Man United will start to play more attacking football. As Ruben Amorim said yesterday, I think they just need time. And obviously, what Ruben Amorim said yesterday is very concerning if you're a Manchester United player of this morning, because at the end of the day, he's basically saying that some of these players can't play my system. Good morning, Kenny. What's going on, brother? I hope you're doing well. Great, but gutted as well. Yeah, you're gutted. I mean, what I would say to soften the blow is that, you know what, it does. I mean, it matters, but it's not the end of the world, because at the end of the day, look, you know what? I saw things in that game that, you know what, I thought, yeah, if we play like that against Real Sociedad, I think we win the game. Yes, we need to play on the front foot a little bit more. Obviously, Dalot and Mazraoui are not wing backs, of course. But I did like the relationship between Mazraoui and Garnacho. I thought that Mazraoui and Garnacho, the relationship on that right-hand side did very well, I think. And I think that is something that helped us yesterday. I felt that Garnacho, as much as people want to dislike Garnacho and hate on Garnacho, I felt that Garnacho had a very good game. And I felt what Garnacho does, he brings the ball forward. He pushes the team forward. He brings the whole team forward. And when you have a player like that, it's much better than having a player like Eriksen, who just keeps the ball and it's slow. Now, a lot of people were saying that on Thursday they would play Eriksen, Bruno, and Xerxes. I just think that's too slow. I think at Old Trafford, when I think about the great European nights at Old Trafford, what is the overriding positive that we can bring out of those games in regards to the 90s and the early time in the Champions League is that Man United played with a lot of pace. We sort of run teams into the ground until they gave up. We pushed them into submission because we were so quick. You got Giggs on run right, Giggs on one side, Beckham on the other side, running from midfield. It was just relentless press, of course, guys. Big up, Jim. What's going on? Good afternoon from Aussieland. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Whoa, Asna need to hold that. Asna need to hold that. Asna need to hold that. Asna need to hold it. What's the score? Asna. What's the score? Asna lost. Asna drew. Absolutely. Now they're making excuses. No, right. I think that, you know what? The free kick was 12 yards. It's meant to be 11 yards, 11.2567 inches. No, but the ball. Get out of here, man. The referee was on your side right from the beginning of the game, and you're talking about bloody how many inches. I mean, that's what she said at the end of the day. You probably get used to that. Your missus questioning how many inches you have. But at the end of the day, let's talk about that something a little bit more less sinister, of course, this Monday morning. But I would say that, you know what? The referee was on your side. The referee was on your side. He wasn't on our side. For goodness sake, every little free kick, the dark arts, some people like to say that, was in your favor, of course. Window shopping, mad at me. I hate you know why. Absolutely. Man United, I'm reporting the news, and that's the news. That's the news. Whether you choose to believe it or not is another story. But Man United will make signings this summer, Kenny. You think Man United are not going to make signings? Man United will spend money this summer. And you're going to think, where did that money come from? They've got money. Arrogant Arsenal, as always, Sal. They say they're leopard and never changes its spot. Arrogant. They're so bloody arrogant. They're so bloody arrogant. It's like, they can't just hold that, say the world. Man United had the best chances. Do you know what I mean? Man United had the best chances all the time, for goodness sake. Drives me mad. They never give us any credit. I said it about a week ago. On this show. I mean, I said, the only time I remember, right, in my lifetime, an Arsenal fan complimenting Manchester United, and I remember it like it was yesterday because it's the only time it's ever happened, right? I remember, right, and I've worked with many Arsenal fans in my life, right? I remember when Ronaldo was coming through the ranks and Arsenal fans were making fun of Cristiano Ronaldo, calling him a one-trick pony, right? And I said he wasn't, and then we all know what happened. And you know what I would say is like the only time I've seen an Arsenal fan and witnessed an Arsenal fan, I should have recorded it, but unfortunately in 1998, 1999, that sort of device did not exist in my hand. Of course, nowadays you can just do it. Can you say that again for the phone, for the camera? Can you say it again for that? And it was the 98-99 champion when we won the treble. My next door neighbor were Arsenal fans, and they opened the window at the top. He said, Sal, what's going on, Sal? I said, I'm good. What's going on? And he goes, oh, I just want to say Man United are a great team. They're a great team. I couldn't believe my eye. I thought, what do you want? I was like, what do you want? What do you want from me? You know what I mean? He said, I just want to say that, you're a great team. You're a great team. And I really appreciate your team. You're really good. Thank you. Thank you. That was beautiful. I haven't heard a compliment since. Since then, I've not heard a compliment. Now, you know what? When Man United defeated Arsenal all the many times, 8-2, 6-1, 3-1 in the Champions League, and none of them have complimented Manchester United. None of them, right? Now, I once went to a Man United game, 2007, 2008, right? One of my good friends at the time was an Arsenal fan. So he goes to me, Sal, can you get me some Man United Arsenal tickets at Old Trafford? It was when Hargreaves scored the free kick and we won 2-1. And Ronaldo done all those stepovers, 2007, 2008, right? And I said, of course I can. I'll get you some tickets. He goes, I don't really want to go into Man United then. Could you get me some tickets for the Arsenal? And I said, but that means I'll have to go into the Arsenal end with you. And I said, you know what? It might be an experience. So I got 2 tickets for the game. And we won the game, of course, 2-1. The goal from Adebayo was handball. I was watching it, right? It was handball. And he was, and he didn't speak to me all the way home back to London. All the way home back to London, he didn't speak to me. And he dropped me off 20 minutes from my house. It was so awkward. I couldn't believe what I was, it was so awkward. I was like, Saeed, do you want to listen to some music? Or do you want to listen to some music? You know what? Yeah. Trying to engage in some kind of subject. Not, oh, Sal, you played well today. Well done. You won the game. Congratulations. None of that. Oh, no. Good morning, Sanjay. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Matt, what's going on, my friend? What happened to the protest? The game went on as usual. People put money into the guys. This is the problem, isn't it, Matt? And I've been saying it for many, many years, Matt, that the only way that we're going to make a difference in regards to this is we empty the stadium, or we stage a sit-in, or we do something that is going to up the level a little bit. Watching the game, I don't know if you guys saw it, but Jim Ratcliffe was laughing in the stadium. That shows how much he respects Man United fans. At a time that he's meant to be sitting there with his mouth shut, not laughing. Do you know what I mean? There was chants in the ground, just like the Glazers, Jim say, C-U-N-T. Of course, guys. So, you know what? I would say this, right? I would say that it needs to be upped. The volume needs to go higher. We need to do something a little bit more push-worthy. Houses of Parliament, empty stadiums, stage a sit-in, things like that. Big up SLD, of course. Usna should have been given, with 9 men, Party and Marino should have been sent off. Absolutely, Kenny. They should have been. They're trying to tell us, the referee was in their back pocket. The referee was in our back pocket. Did they watch the bloody game? Did they watch the game? Listen, did they see the game in the FA Cup when the referee was on their side the whole game and we beat them with 10 men? Goodness me, for goodness sake. You know what? Ruben Amorim has been there only a few months. And, Man United, have been relatively comfortable against Arsenal. GK, Bruno to the critics, Kanye West, you can tell me nothing. Big up GK. But what I would say is that, you know what? Let's not overhype things. All right? I'm going to say this. I've witnessed true greatness in my life, GK. I supported Man United 40 years. I've seen greatness. Let's not up it too high, because standards are down here at the moment. We really need to up the standard, not just Bruno, but every single one of those players. And Ruben Amorim knows it. We all know it, of course, guys. We all know it at the end of the day. It was an average performance for me. And for me, what I've witnessed, it was average at the end of the day. So I said last night that I would be proud of the boys for the fighting spirit showed. Yes, we are making mistakes, and we still have to see this place sold. Absolutely. Absolutely. You've seen the good old days, sir, in good days in football. I've seen the good old days. The good old days was the days where the reason you're supporting Man United right now, GK, is because of our good old days. The reason at the end of the day, is the reason like me and you are talking about Man United right now is because of the good old days. Do you know what I mean? So we got to have these standards, right? Just because someone scores a free kick. I used to see it every week with Beckham. Every week we were scoring free kicks. Forget about that. Do you know what I mean? It's about the overriding picture of the game. And what I would say is that we need to take control of that game a little bit more. If we take control of that game, we win that game, of course. And the misses, not my misses, of course, the misses in regards to the football match. What I would say is that the captain should pick up Rasmus, because I'm kind of feeling sorry for Rasmus. I'm kind of feeling sorry for Rasmus, and I think the captain should grab him up. Should have a word with him. In my opinion, I think he should have a word with him. Absolutely. Big up, GK. Big up. Kevin, good morning, my friend. How you doing? Shout out to TV. Where you need a top striker, bro. Yeah. I mean, the biggest annoyance for me, Kevin, I would say, is that there was that chance when he got it passed into the box, and all we needed to do is just take it out of his foot and bend it in. I've seen goals like that many times, when they one-touch shoot goal. I felt like that opportunity there, Kevin, was the part where I thought, oh, for goodness sake. I was annoyed because I really want Rasmus to do well. And, I'm starting and the thing is, I backed him all this way. And, what I would say now is that in the summer, we do need an experienced striker. If we had an experienced striker yesterday, I think we would have won the game. I believe in Chido Obi. I think Chido Obi is going to be a superstar. Can we rely on Chido Obi? Can we rely on him? It remains to be seen. We need to see more of him. We haven't seen enough, of course, but we do need an experienced striker in there, of course. Big up, Pearl. What's going on? Happy Monday. Big up, Pearl. Hope you're doing well, guys. Now, let me get into some of the comments from Ruben Amram after yesterday's game, of course, guys. Just want to bring through these comments, of course, guys. Absolutely. In regards to Ruben Amram, said, we need more Brunos, players with his quality and availability. The best form of ability is availability. And this is why I will never bring down any of the players. Garnacho, Bruno, all these players who play every single week. Mazrui has been fasting and he's still playing 2 games in a few days, whilst Luke Shaw is sitting there eating his burgers, while Mason Mount is sitting there dancing, doing those stupid TikTok videos, of course, guys. Absolutely. I think Alejandro Garnacho did a complete game, and that helped us a lot. Alejandro Garnacho was brilliant yesterday, and anyone who says that is straight up hating, dog. It's straight up hating. No, at the end of the day, I thought Alejandro Garnacho had a fantastic game yesterday, and he moved the team forward, in my opinion. Ruben Amram said, I think it was clear, both free kicks. So when it's your free kick, you don't say nothing. When it's the opponent, you try to push because it's a big difference. It was fair. One for us and one for them. Absolutely fight in his corner, Ruben Amram. That's what we like to see. We fight the corner, of course, guys. Absolutely. Ruben Amram said on the back foot due to the lack of options. Basically, why we had such less possession, of course, guys, why we didn't have enough possession. It's also the opponent. The last game for the Champions League was high pressure from PSV, men to men, and they are harder to mark in this way. In the low block, we can control more of the game. And when we have some good players for the transition. Guys, we naturally went into a back 5 because obviously the players, we don't have wing backs. We had Mazrui and we had Dalot, notoriously fullbacks more than wing backs, of course. So that is the reason we sat back. But in a way, I just felt like it worked for Man United yesterday. And I think what Ruben Amram is saying is that when we do eventually get our players, we will be able to play more on the front foot and play more attacking football and have the possession, of course, but we have to be. I would say, guys, we have to be patient. We can't be knee-jerk reaction. We have to be patient with football, with Ruben Amram. We have to give credit to the goalkeeper of Arsenal. The goalkeeper of Arsenal probably candidate for man of the match, wasn't he? Absolutely. We have suffered the goal. The team was not lost and looked to score again. That was a good thing. I've noticed this about the new Man United in regards to when we concede a goal, we do look for another goal. We didn't get that under Eric Ten Hag. We do look for another goal, and we're starting to improve in that. The problem is Man United at the moment. Killer instinct is the problem at Man United at the moment. That's where we go, of course, with that. We need more killer instinct, of course. When you coach Manchester United, you cannot play too much like that. But the idea is to win the game and not to show something just to the fans. It's try to win the game. Imagine one way to win the game in the context. So I know that is frustrating for some fans sometimes. Yes, and he's absolutely right. We do not go out there to please the fans. Of course, pleasing the fans. You have to in regards to winning matches. But you do. I think the fans will be happy as long as you give a good account of yourself and you could have won the game. It's been a long time since we said we should have won the game. We should have won the game. And he set up a team to win that game. Alex Ferguson did it all the time. Sir Alex Ferguson did it all the time in regards to setting teams up to try and win the game. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what other people think about the formation and stuff. It's clear this club will never die. In the future, we are not going to play that. The low block, of course. And we know that, Ruben. We know that. We know that, you know what? It's going to take time. You need your own players in there. Of course you do. And you know what? We absolutely know that, of course. Absolutely. In regards to Aiden Heaven, I think he did really well. He is really comfortable with the ball. So relaxed, very aggressive. And I think we have a very good player there. I absolutely concur. I agree. Signed, still delivered. I'm yours. Stevie Wonder could have seen that Aiden Heaven is a fantastic player, guys. Absolutely. The future's in our hands. The future's Heaven's got a place on earth. Belinda Carlisle, absolutely. Heaven is absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed his performance yesterday. And I'm confident now because I see Collier, I see Heaven, I see Chido. And definitely, guys, we are on the way up. Absolutely. Definitely. In regards to Ruben Amorim, when you coach Manchester United, you cannot play too much like that. I think I read that one. Big up, big up, big up. If you look at the chances, we could have won it. We tried to play on the counter as much as possible, which was the game plan. That was Christian Eriksen. Christian Eriksen and his turtle legs. He did all right yesterday. Did he do all right? Let me know. I'm pretty confident. If Eriksen speaking about Rasmus Højlund, obviously his teammate, country level, I'm pretty confident that he will come good. He is a hard-working guy, and he is unhappy when he doesn't score goals. But you cannot name about 10 other players. But you can name about 10 other players in the team who don't score enough goals. He is a good kid. He will be fine, and it's absolutely spot on. As a whole collective, we don't score enough goals, guys. We don't score enough goals. Of course we don't. Very good, said Christian Eriksen in regards to Bruno's free kick. Happy that the wall was a few meters away. You saw how far back they were, and it was beneficial for us. We felt relief from the fans in the stadium after the goal. Absolutely lovely comments there. What do you feel about those comments? Do you like those comments? Do you like it? Absolutely brilliant. Of course, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Of course. So now, at the end of the day, well, here we go. Let's have a look. Morning, Baz. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. More Bruno, yes, please. Absolutely. Big up, everyone. Sure. Morning, Anana 6, Dilix 7, 6.5, 6.3, 7.2, 6.6, 6.8, 5.8, 6.8, 5.6, 6.3. That is his rating chart. Don't forget the poll is on the YouTube. Who you think should be the man of the match, of course, guys. Who do you think should be the man of the match? Let me know, guys, and let me know at the end of the day. So far, the poll, in regards to this poll, guys, in regards to the poll, let me have a look. Who is winning the poll? The poll, so far, Bruno is the man of the match so far with 54% of the ratings. Guys, come on. Come on. De Ligt was the man of the match, in my opinion. Definitely. Garnacho deserves more than 12%. He brought the team forward. Bruno just scored a free kick. You guys, you stat padders. You stat padders. Absolute stat padders. All right. Sure. Seen Sir Jim smiling with Omar Barada on the team as a match project. Doesn't care. Basically a British glazer. Absolutely. I hated it, to be honest. I mean, he doesn't read the room, does he, at the end of the day? So, just like you got copped it from Arsenal fans, I too, back in the day, used to cop it from this Bob all the time. And to point, try living in London, mate, where Arsenal are from. Bloody hell. Oh, my goodness me. You will never know. You don't know until you live in London, mate, and you know about Arsenal. My goodness me. Different level, man. Aiden was good. Absolutely, GK. Triple M. Amorim is the guy. Amorim in. Absolutely, Triple M. Amorim in. Amorim we trust, of course, guys. Absolutely. Shah, these players just love to play part of the Barca counter football, play modern football. It's going to take time, Shah Alam. It's going to take time. You're going to have to wait. We're going to have to be patient. And we know that a lot of those players won't be there next season, of course. One thing I would say to Arsenal fans, 2004, you have no EPL titles and you have no Champions League. I reminded me of the Manchester United facts. Absolutely, Jim. I thought Onana is good at kicking, can't save, they can't really kick. He kicked it into no man's land. That's the only thing I saw. He kicked it into no man's land at the end of the day. Now, in regards to my ratings for the match, guys, here you go. I'm going to give it in a bundle. I'll give you it in a bundle. Let me give you the ratings. My ratings for the game. Of course, guys, that is my ratings. Anana, 6.2. Euro, 6.7. De Ligt, 7.1. De Lindelof, 7.0. Mazraoui, 6.8. Casemiro, 7.2. Fernandes, 7.1. Dalot, 5. Eriksen, 5.4. Garnacho, 7.3. And Xerxes, 6.3. So far, my community has Bruno Fernandes as the man of the match, guys. Come on, guys. Are you going to give anyone else a chance? Are you going to give him a chance? Come on, guys. Give him a chance. Amram in, of course. Amram in. Those are my ratings for the first team. Of course, the substitutes who came on the pitch. Heaven gets a 7.1. Very, very impressed when Heaven came on the pitch. Of course, looks like we got a gem there. Absolutely. 6.6 for Collier. Very solid. 6.8 for Rasmus Højlund. Look, guys, I know that's a little bit high. I know. But why not? Why not? In regards to Ruben Amram gets a 7 for me. And the reason Ruben Amram gets a 7, because what he had to deal with, the squad he has, the players he has at his disposal. He has 16, 17-year-olds he has to pick from, of course. So I would say a very good performance. And a game that Manchester United should have won, of course. Absolutely. Man United should have won that game. Absolutely, guys. Let's read some of your comments. Anana and the kick in. SLD. Where's Odegaard? Come outside. Odegaard was missing, guys. Search party in conduction. Absolutely. Triple M, SLD. We need a search party for him. Actions speak louder than words. And last night they showed it wasn't. We need more. Actions speak louder than words. And last night they showed it, but we need more. Of course, we need more, and we will have more. Of course, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Sam Houston. De Ligt so solid, brother. I like him. De Ligt, guys. Listen. If you guys are not giving De Ligt as your man in the match, you're not watching the game. Watch the game. Don't look at stat padding. Don't look at the goals. Oh, he scored a goal. Look at the game. Look at the game. At the end of the day, he was the man. He's a leader. He's a captain. He's a true captain for me. He's the type of captain I want to play under, guys. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's the type of captain I want to play under, guys. Absolutely. Definitely. And you guys have given De Ligt so far in the man of the match poll. You have given De Ligt only 19%. 19%. Madness at the end of the day. Madness. Absolute God-old madness. Other people got 19% as well. Let me know. Aiden was good. Aiden was good, of course. Big up SLD. Big up SLD, of course. Absolutely great to have you guys on board. Of course, guys, it is a Monday morning. We're a little bit more positive, but this is a week. A big week for Manchester United. We got a huge week for Manchester United this week. We play Real Sociedad at the end of the day. And you know what? This is our last chance, for goodness sake. We got one more basket left to carry our apples in, for goodness sake. So at the end of it, we have to win this game. There's no two ways about it. Go out there at Old Trafford and give the fans what they need. Win the game. I will tell these guys, and Man United need to win that game, absolutely. And you know what? I think they will. I think they will. I'm confident they will. Zuba Mendy, Zubi-Bibi-Doo, where are you? That is what it's going to be. Again, of course, on Thursday, guys. Absolutely. Shah. Thursday is now the most important, and we must win game. Otherwise, you speak my mind, Shah. You're speaking your telepathy. Absolutely. It's going to be a depressed international break. And for the rest of the season, guys, don't mention international break and no football and out of the Europa League. That is something that depressed people talk about. Absolutely. For the rest of the season, though, we won't fight for anything. We just have to look forward to next season. We have to be those guys. We have to give it like we be on like Everton settings. We'll be on Everton and Tottenham settings. Like, oh, we got nothing to play for anyway. At the end of the day, yes, Jim. De Ligt up in my captain material 7%. I think in the thick of the action, De Ligt is captain material. Absolutely, Jim. He is the captain of the ship. I think he's the proper captain of this team. I think he's brilliant. Thursday at Old Trafford, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, said Robbie. Definitely not Robbie Williams. Robbie Lyle. Robbie be lying. Robbie be lying about the free kick, guys. That is all what Robbie be doing. Robbie be lying. Not Robbie Lyle. Robbie be lying. And your Arsenal AFT bundle of absolute shit housery be lying as well. I was hoping Cheeto came on for the last few minutes. Hoyland is not looking good, bruv. Hoyland's confidence is low as it can possibly be. It's down in the pits, absolutely down in the basement, definitely down in the trenches, absolutely, guys. You know what? And the thing is, I don't like to lay on players too much, especially when players and strikers, they're judged on goals, isn't it? So I don't like to add pressure, add weight to the fire, add fuel to the fire in regards to players who are lacking confidence. He's only 22 years old, but at the same time, I would say is that, you know what, sometimes there comes a period where these things are starting to cost you. I feel like if we had a competent striker, a confident striker, should I say, not competent. I think Rasmus is a very competent player. I think he gives his all every single game. But what I would say is that if we had a confident striker up front, or maybe a striker with more experience, Man United win that game yesterday. You know, our finishing was a little bit dud. Even with Xerxes, with a little back heel, maybe he should have hit it with his right foot. Just bury it. Don't be smart. You know, I mean, obviously, when Xerxes done that, I was kind of like, well, at least he's got the confidence to do things like that, and he's got the IQ to do things like that. It reminded me of Karol Poborski all those years ago. But you know what I would say is that hit it with your right foot, hit in the back of the net. And you know what? There comes a time, though, that now that we need to start putting Rasmus on the bench and maybe looking for a loan for him in the summer, and maybe to gain his confidence, maybe to get more experience. Who knows, of course. Big up. Backs against the wall this Thursday. We got this deal. Do or die. We win, of course, guys. Absolutely. We're going to win. We're going to do this. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. This is the winning ticket. This is the winning ticket, guys. We have the winning ticket. You know what? Darren Brown, there used to be a magician, so illusionist called Darren Brown. And you know what he used to do, right? He was an illusionist. I think I just said that, but he's an illusionist. He used to go to these horse racing events and, you know, and things like that. And he used to get the ticket. He used to buy a ticket for a horse. And then he used to go out after the race, even if his horse didn't win. And he'll put the ticket on the counter and he'll say, this is the winning ticket. This is the winning ticket. And they'll pay up. They'll pay up. That's what Man United need to do. We need to have that confidence. We need to have that confidence resonating and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We need that resonation, of course, guys. We need that, of course, guys. Absolutely. Tactical Devils, big up Tactical. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, bro. Hope you're good, my friend. Hope you're good. Absolutely. Your man of the match was Mazrui, guys. A big shout out for Mazrui, by the way. Absolutely, because at the end of the day, Mazrui was fasting last night. He's played 2 games in few days, and he was there. He was brilliant. And what I liked about Mazrui yesterday is the relationship between him and Garnacho. I felt him and Garnacho was absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And you know what? He deserves that. You got players like Luke Shaw sitting on their backside eating burgers. Mason Mount doing nothing, dancing on TikTok. But you got Mazrui, who will be fasting, right? In this holy month, playing out of his skin 2 times in a matter of days, guys. And that is what I'm talking about. Those are the characters that we need. Now, that is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. It's not just about stat padding. It's not just about who scored the free kick. It's about people like De Ligt, people like Mazrui, people like that who actually fought for that badge yesterday. They had the grit between their teeth. They actually had the grit between their teeth and really, really enjoyed his performance. A good shout, Tactical Devils. Jarvis, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hope you're good. Character, unity, strength, and fire. This is where men show up and fight like you mean it. Absolutely. Come on, United. Absolutely, my friend. This is what it's all about. Absolutely. Tactical Mazrui deserves a shout out. Where was Kenny? Where was Ty yesterday? Was he too busy going invisible? Invincible. We become invincible. We were invincible. Was he too busy? Because I didn't see him yesterday. They were too busy removing the Free Palestine badge off Saeed's chest. That's what they were doing. Those absolute bigots over there. Absolutely Muppets, the lot of them at the end of the day. Listen, you know what I mean? I won't get into politics, but you know what? At the end of the day, you know what it is. It is what it is. You know the characters of a person, for goodness sake. Listen, run, doggy, run, doggy, run, doggy. Run, doggy, go on, run, doggy. You need the media. You need the media. Mate, I'll get media on this channel any single time I need, and I'll still be honest, of course, guys. Invisible. Invisible. That is what it is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, I don't think that the wall was 12 yards. I just don't believe that the wall was in the right position. And look, listen, mate, you couldn't beat us with 10 men and with a referee on your side in the FA Cup, right? You couldn't beat us yesterday. In fact, we should have won, and the referee was on your side. What are you talking about? I ain't getting no plane. What are you talking about, mate? You're talking rubbish. Arsenal are talking rubbish. Arsenal fans are the most delusions of grandeur. Absolutely. Delusions of gunja, because they had a lot of gunja by the sounds of it. Agreed. Disgraceful behavior from AFTV. Absolutely disgraceful. And you know what? Cancel AFTV. Cancel AFTV, because at the end of the day, you know what? At the end of the day, the people, listen, right? The people of Palestine deserve their freedom. And at the end of the day, there's people, children, women, everything dying every single day. People deserve to stand up for that. People deserve to shout out freedom of speech, right? That is what people believe. If you don't believe in freedom, then I don't think you should have the freedom to speak on a camera outside Old Trafford, because you're not wanted, dog. You're not wanted at the end of the day. That's what I would say. At the end of the day, I don't sympathize with genocide. You know what I mean? I don't. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what disappointed me, Said removed the badge when he spoke to AFTV on their channel. He almost took off the badge on his channel, but he ended up not. Fair play. But he took off the badge when he had an interview. You either believe in something or you don't believe in something. That's what I would say. You believe in something or you don't believe in something. And you don't remove the badge. I would rather say, I have to remove my badge. You know where to go with that, don't you? I'm not having the interview. F off. That's what I would do. Real men. SLD. How dare you? You are nobodies. Mupai, you're cheat. And I hope Man City get relegated. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Mupai, you just cheat. You cheat. You cheat. 1974, the first one to win the double. First ones to win the double. I told you, man. These guys are absolutely bananas. Crazy. You know what? That bonkers, I would say. Oh, yeah, that Daniel Levi fella who was a disgrace towards Said. Yeah, but Said shouldn't move his badge on the channel. What's he doing? He removed it on the channel, on AFTV's channel. What you doing? What you doing? You don't. You believe in something. You believe in it with your heart. And you do that and you go forth. Forget the views. Forget the clicks. And that's what you do at the end of the day. But you know what? Freedom of speech. We're supposed to live in a democracy, for crying out loud. I don't believe in cancel culture, but I'm glad they exposed people who need to let them know that was wrong, calling them out, not cancelling them, in my opinion. I mean, I believe in cancel culture when people are genocide sympathizers. When women and children are being sacrificed every single day, I believe if they don't believe in that, I don't believe they deserve a voice at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If this was in England, if this was anywhere else in Europe, they would be cancelled. Do you know what I mean? For doing something like that. They're trying to cancel Said's voice. They're trying to cancel a badge that he wore on a little badge. That's cancellation culture. So, you know what? Hit him on the other side. I believe that, you know, anyone who believes in what's going on in the Middle East right now and believes it is okay, you know, I don't think they should have a voice, because it's dangerous. Because we're being taught that being, you know what, suppressing people, genocide is okay. That's what the youth of today are being taught, because a lot of young people watch AFTV, you know. We're being taught that the freedom of speech is not allowed. You know what I mean? That's what we're being taught, you know. And I believe that people who have that type of mentality don't deserve a voice. Or what I would say in your defense, Tactical Devils, Jarvis, is that I would say that they should come on the TV or come on their channel and apologize. And apologize. That's what they should do. I believe they should do that. But I don't want to talk too much about politics, of course. it's a touchy subject, and but you know where we stand, of course. Kenny, oh yeah, that should say remove that badge on AFT. Damn, yeah. Why are you doing that for, mate? Don't do that, bruv. Don't do that. Don't do it. You don't remove it. You stick by your guns. You stand on your feet at the end of the day. Kevin, Juan Jimenez, Argentina, a new great talent, Manchester United linked with him. Yes, the Rosario a player, of course, is linked with Manchester United. Rumor is that he might come to Manchester United in the summer and go back on loan to Rosario, apparently. That is the rumor, of course. Sunny. Imagery fasted, played a game while fasting, gave a lung-busted performance, try and beat that. Absolutely Sunny, but he won't get the credit he deserves. He won't get the credit he deserves because people are stat padding Sunny. People are stat padding. They've never fasted. They don't know, of course. But you know what I mean? So well done to Mazraoui. You know what? I had a comment on my channel last night. They said, "Oh, you know, they only have to miss lunch." I almost went. My head almost exploded. I think you are absolute. I had all the swear words under the sun, and sometimes I really have to refrain myself from responding because you know idiocy. You know, if you respond to an idiot, it proves they're too. I believe. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, and I just had to ignore it. Big up. Thank you so much, Jimbo. Big up yourself. Yeah, the centre back, Kenny, the centre back. Yeah. Those asking for Palestinian freedom doesn't actually know what they mean. The Palestinians want the current occupation of Israel to vacate the land, and the freedom they mean impossible. Samuel Houston, it's not impossible. They are imposters, and at the end of the day, I don't have any. I don't want anyone who supports certain people on this channel. To be honest with you, Sam, you know, at the end of the day, you know, people deserve to live. Do you know Palestinians can't travel? They can't leave their country. They're stuck in a little area in Palestine. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe in none of that, of course, guys. I don't really believe in none of that business at the end of the day. In free Palestine all day long. And if anyone wants to disagree with that, then you know what you can do. You know, I don't really care. I've got 9,000 subscribers. I don't care. At the end of the day, if people don't believe in that, if people think it's okay, what is going on at the moment, do you know what? Bun that, man, all day long. You know what I mean? Free Palestine all day long. And I don't care about, you know, anything else. This is genocide. This is Nazism. This is what it is at the end of the day. Morning sound chat. Big up Cargo. What's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. Miss lunch. SLD. Big up yourself. They must be fasting. Fitness is a trend. Absolutely. They must think that SLD because that is what I'm thinking at the moment. Because at the end of the day, this is what's going on at the moment, guys. At the end of the day, Triple M. I live in the UAE, right? And you know what? Yes, I do fast, and I live in a UAE, and it's early in the morning, all the way to night, right? And it is, of course, at the end of the day, a very tough thing to do, and it's very good for you. Very good for you as well. It's like a reset of the body at the end of the day. So I never watch AFTV. Not interested in Robbie. I think he is a good. I hate Troops and the others like Robbie. I think he's not. Don't get that one. Kevin, yes, Kenny, centre back. Big up, Kevin. I mentioned Jimenez last week, guys. By the way, Stretford Post has the news first, guys. Don't forget that. Like I've mentioned, Roger today, of course. Trincao, of course, as well. Andre Lunin, of course, as well, guys. That is what Roger looks at a decent one. He looks like something interested in, of course, of SC Braga, of course. And that is something, of course, to going forward, of course, guys. So, guys and guys, it has been a fantastic show, but I'm not finished yet. I will carry on going, guys. I will carry on going at the end of the day. What I would say is that I don't like to make these channels about politics because I have my beliefs and I'm very passionate about politics. I do my own work for charity outside this place. And what I would like in this world is equal opportunities for all. And I don't want to sound like Mother Teresa. But, you know, what I would say is that everyone deserves a right to have equal opportunities in this world. You know, no one has the right to be imprisoned. No one. I mean, one day I would love to know what would happen if someone walked up to a house in America or a house in England or wherever you are in the world and knocked on their door and said, "We live here now. Get out. We live here now. I wonder what the reaction would be. Would they take it so lightly? Would they take it so lightly? Would they do that? Would you like it? But it's mine. I paid mortgage. I paid this. It's my house. Doesn't matter. We were here before you. Now, in that logic, London is owned by the Romans. So shouldn't the Romans be knocking on London's door and saying, we live here now? Shouldn't the Italians, we live here now? Shouldn't that be the case? Is that right? Now, I don't like to bring in politics. I don't. But you know what? I don't believe in, you know, excuses for evil. I don't have excuses for evil, and I never will have excuses for evil. You know, and I've been around the block. You know, I've met lots of evil people, especially in the music industry. You know, and you know, some people just don't have that in them. You know, they have that hatred in them because they've been watching too many Disney cartoons. You know. You know, they've been watching too much Aladdin and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And too many Indiana Jones, Prince of Thieves, and things like that. Do you know what I mean? And that's what they do. You know, and then they form an opinion based on their childhood. You know what I mean? It makes me laugh. Kenny, Troops fell asleep during the first half. Woke up when Bruno scored a free kick. Yeah, I saw that. Kenny. He was an absolute. He was almost. I thought he was ill. I thought he was ill, Kenny. I thought he was sick. I really did. Respect, Sal. Love you, bro. Love you too, brother. Thank you so much. Guys, on this channel, I will never sugarcoat anything. You know what I mean? Even if that means people hating me, whatever, I will never sugarcoat anything regardless. This channel is about football, and it's only about football. That's it. I do bring in some things about politics because I believe some things need to be spoken about, because it's very easy for us to sit here right now and be all cushy, stuff in our faces and talking about, you know, and saying, oh, they're all right. You know, I mean, what do you want them to do anyway? You know what I mean? I'm not that sort of guy, guys. I put myself in other people's shoes. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is a Manchester United channel, and I don't need to put realist in front of my name either. I am real just by the looks, just by what I do, what I say. Generally, people will say real or not real. If you've got realist in your name in your YouTube, you're generally not real. And that's what sort of I've always believed, you know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you sit there with a Man United cap and a Man United shirt and you pretended you bought it from somewhere else, you know what I mean? But you're still promoting the fact that you have a Man United shirt, you know what I mean? And you should go and buy the Man United shirt because no one knows that you bought it. You know, they go, oh, that's a nice Man United shirt. I'm going to buy it. Facilitating the Glazers. That's what happens at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Guys, I felt overall Man United yesterday had a good performance, in my opinion. And I felt like the chances should have been taken and Man United could have won the game 3-1, 4-2, something like that. And in another day, if we had more ruthlessness about us, we may have won that game. We may have won that game at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, we have to improve our finishing. And if we improve our finishing, I think we're going towards the right direction. We're definitely going towards the right direction. And I hope that we end up... you know, fixing that problem. Striker is a must. Man United do need to sign a striker, a prolific striker, a striker that's proven. I like Mateta. I mentioned Mateta a lot. I have liked Mateta. I mean, he'd be a cheaper option than Isaac. Isaac is a fantastic player, guys. He'll be a fantastic player for us. But I just don't think we can afford a player like Isaac at the end of the day. Time to upgrade. I believe that as well, Kenny. We can't keep making excuses. Stretford post number 1, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Jim. You're absolute legend. Thank you, mate. What you guys thoughts on Bruno? Was his performance down to us playing low block, counter-attacking football? Good point. Or was he generally improved under Aram? Is he to build something? What I would say, Tactical Devils, you know, under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that we played counter-attacking football, and it was probably Bruno's best season, wasn't it? So I wouldn't discount that. And that's a very good point, mate. I wouldn't discount that. Because it does seem like Bruno plays better in a low block. Don't shoot the message. I just feel like that. And at the end of the day, many of these players play better in a low block. And I think the fact that Bruno was playing a number 8 really helped him because we didn't go forward. So the spaces wasn't exposed so much, in my opinion. So I think that, you know what, he done well because we played more of a 5 at the back rather than a 4 in midfield, if you know what I mean. So I do believe he played well in a low block. But as Ruben Amorim said yesterday, hopefully we could start playing more attacking, more play that's on the front foot, because Man United is about playing on the front foot. Man United is about dominating games. We shouldn't have 33% possession. Man United should be dominating games. And we got something right in regards to the chances that we create are good. And it's not easy to create chances. It's also not easy to get into the position to have a chance. That is a positive, I would say, about certain players, right? They get into that position. They just can't finish. In regards to Garnacho, I think Garnacho will improve. He's 20 years old. He's going to improve. I think he will improve. And guys, absolutely. Darren, how hard is it to survive in domestic satanic music industry? You don't look or sound like you have been affected by the dark energies. Because I have God, Darren. Absolutely. I don't sell my soul, Darren. That's why, Darren. I didn't sell it. So at the end of the day, I've had people in my studio talking about, soul selling and things like that and sinister stuff, which I will get into another time. But at the end of the day, I didn't. And let me tell you something about the music industry. Some people are chosen. Some people are not. And in regards to that, you have to be of a certain character, more or less an absolutely evil bastard, basically. And if you look at my music, if you look at my Instagram, you see who I've worked with. I've worked with top of the tops. And at the end of the day, it makes me laugh because when I mention my music, and I've been in the music industry as a music manager, as a director, I still know people from Sony and Universal and things like that. People tell me, "Oh, I used to be in the music industry too," and then they send me their music video, and I'm like, "Oh my God," I get offended. But yeah, I'm a guy that has a lot of faith. Absolutely. I can't believe people really think Bruno is a legend. I like him, but legend, really, are they drunk? Legend is a name, is a theory that's thrown out too soon, too easy. He's not a legend. I don't think these guys are legends. I don't think any of those players who've been playing post Sir Alex Ferguson, apart from the players that played under Sir Alex Ferguson, will be classed as legends. The ones who signed after Alex Ferguson. I don't think any of them can be classed as legends. Absolutely not. John, Bruno Delict was good. Did you see Jim smiling? Yeah, absolutely. It annoyed me, Jim. John, sorry, John. It annoyed me, John. It annoyed me. It really did annoy me, John. It really did. And I really was annoyed by that. Absolutely. I was fuming, to be honest. When I saw him smiling, laughing and stuff like that, I was fuming. Darren Morris, that, my friend, is the correct answer. Big up, Darren, my friend. Absolutely. Listen, guys, if you've seen what I've seen, you believe in God. Trust me. It's easier, Tactical Devils. It's easier. I came at a time where I had to go around and sell my CD in the street, our CD in the street. My brother's the musician. I was the manager. I used to go around selling the CD in the street and stuff like that. It's easier now, but it is still, obviously, certain people are chosen. You know what I mean? And the reason I say this is that, there's many things. If people speak to me about it properly, deeply, I'll show you evidence and things like that will blow your mind about it. And to be honest with you, music, film, and sometimes football as well. Big up, Jim. Amen to that. Love you. Big up, Chase yourself. Big up. Thank you so much, guys. Everyone, of course, guys, it gets a little bit political sometimes, but I have actually experienced things. So at the end of the day, I like to share them sometimes with you guys, of course. Absolutely. Big up, Shah. Big up. Thank you so much for coming on again. Absolutely great opinions there from Shah, as usual. Look, you know what? Some people may not agree with me, but I can't accept some things. I just can't accept some things, and I refuse to do that because that will make me a hypocrite. And I will never be a hypocrite. I'll never remove the badge from my shirt. I will never do something that would make me look like an absolute fraud. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. And I would always say that to anyone. You know what I mean? I would say that to anyone. I know Man United fans that are fake, that have platforms that I no longer work with. I know that, people who pretend and, a bit, in regards to people who support evil, and things like that. And, it's not just about football. We're the lucky ones at the end of the day. That's what I would say. Each and every one of us are lucky that we can sit here this morning or afternoon or night, wherever you are in the world, and we can talk about Man United, and we can get stressed about Man United, and we can get angry about Man United. But in reality, we're the lucky ones. We're the lucky ones that we can do that. Do you know what I mean? That's what I would say. And I will always stick by my guns, of course, guys. Guys, it's been a fantastic show. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and please don't forget to smash a like on the video. I really appreciate every single one of you. Shah. Media said De Ligt was a lightweight since day one. They are now quiet because he's performing, doesn't get the credit he deserves. Signing of the season for me, Shah, right now, in my opinion. Absolutely signing of the season. He's been absolutely brilliant, guys. Absolutely brilliant. Have a great day, guys. I might be back. Keep your notifications on in regards to Chatterbox later on. And I shall see you then. I'll see you through the window or wherever I see you. Take it easy, guys. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn. Glory, go Man United. Take it easy, guys. Peace.